Hey, good to see all of you. Pardon the AC noise in the background. My state's on fire, so it's really hot all the time. This is a very, irrefutably important video, so I hope you watch it. Alright, first things first, I'm going to get this out of the way since I put update in the title. So here's your update. I still have every part for my PC other than the GPU, and we'll get to why I don't have the GPU in a second. So I still need my RTX 2070 GPU, but I'm not going to be getting that, as it has been blatantly, and I mean blatantly clear at this point. So here's the deal, right? I ordered my GPU from a little carrier called Kwest.com, Kwest.com. I did this because the website I originally planned to order my GPU from, Newegg, over the time it took me to get the money for the GPU, the price had gone up and made it so it was out of my budget. So I couldn't get it from Newegg anymore. So I looked through to see if there was any 2070 GPUs that I could get that are just barely in my price range. And I came across this listing on Kwest.com, and it was within my price range, comfortably in my price range, which is to say, it's not so low that it seems ridiculous, like this is a total scam, but it's not, you know, full price 2070 GPU. So it was perfectly in the middle of, it's expensive enough to seem reputable, but cheap enough to fit within my budget. Cool. This all works. I'll just order it from there. Everything else works fine. Flash forward a little bit. Some parts come in. Sweet. I got these. There's, I forget the order in which they came at this point. It's been too long. So we'll just say, oh, the hard drive and the SSD. Cool. Flash forward a couple days. Oh, cool. The RAM got here. A little bit more. Fan, other fixins for the PC. Everything's here except my GPU. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. Stuff has taken longer to get here. I've waited like 3 months for something to show up before. I'm a patient person. Really, I am. So I was perfectly comfortable just sit with the mentality of it'll get here when it gets here. 3 months pass, and I'm getting a little impatient because, you know, 3 months was the extent of my patience, pretty much. My dad is also getting impatient because he's going to get this computer once I put my new computer up. We're gonna wipe it. I'm gonna give it to him so he can do his model stuff, because he started painting models and selling them and whatnot. So both me and my dad were starting to get impatient. My dad getting much more impatient because he wants to do his model stuff, and I want to do YouTube, but as I said, I'm a patient person. I'll wait however long it takes. Flash forward a few days. I told my dad that I'll give them till the end of the month, and if I don't hear anything, I'm gonna email them. It's the end of the month. I email them saying, hey, I ordered a GPU from your site a couple months ago, and I haven't heard anything on it outside of this email saying like, hey, the GPUs all showed up at our location. We're waiting on instructions from the distributor or whatever. So I want to know what is going on with that. I want to have like any sort of update, like what is going on. Surprisingly, they reply relatively quickly, like within 24 hours. Cool. It seems like their support is decently good. I got a reply from this guy. He says, hey, thanks for reaching out. Unfortunately, that email that you received was not supposed to go out yet. Fair, mistakes happen. However, at this point, which was, you know, several days, upwards of a week later than the email I prior received, however, we now do have the GPUs, and we're waiting for instructions now. So by the end of, I think it was like by the 3rd week of May or something like that, they gave me a time frame. They gave me a time frame saying, within this time frame, you should expect your GPU. We can get it out to here. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm satisfied. My dad comes in a couple days later saying, well, did you do anything? I said, yeah. I emailed them. They said, everything's fine. They have the GPUs. They're just waiting on instructions, and we should be able to expect them by the 3rd week of May. He sighed, but he's like, all right, well, it's something. So the 3rd week of May comes around. I don't hear anything. No tracking order, nothing like that. So I pull up an email saying, hey, what the fuck? I basically asked them, like, you gave me a time frame, I waited for it, and I heard nothing. So can I get an update on that, like at all? Nothing. So I was like, okay, you know what? They're probably having some complications. There's some weird shit going on with COVID and, you know, the fires in Oregon. I'll give them a little bit longer. So I give them another 2 weeks. I gave them 14 days. I sent another email because I don't hear anything. I said, hey, this is getting ridiculous. Where the fuck is my GPU? I was still being, I will say, at this point, I was still being professional because, you know, the last thing you want to do is to anger or offend the people that you gave $600 for a GPU. But basically, I was being politely pissed off, saying, hey, I paid money for the GPU, and you guys aren't even doing so much as to give me regular updates on what the fuck is happening. For a couple days, no reply. Not a one. So I was like, okay, time to play the card of a dissatisfied customer who is going to lightly threaten you to see if that maybe pushes my place up in the queue. I just remember now, they sent me an email saying that they're going to distribute them in order of your place in the queue. I forgot to mention that. This was sometime between the first support email and... No, this was sometime between the first email I got that wasn't supposed to go out yet, quote unquote, and the first support email I got. Sometime between there, it said the queue thing. Anyway, so I sent an email saying, hey, I want to hear anything about my GPU. Anything at all. And if you cannot at least ship my GPU to my location so it can start working its way to my location by, I think I said by the 15th, I was going to demand a refund, and I was going to not recommend your service to anyone. 15th comes around, I haven't gotten a single email, and I haven't gotten any word about a refund. So at this point, the gloves come off, and I drop the professional thing, and I send him another email saying, hey, cocksuckers, where the fuck is my GPU? You have broken every time constraint I have given you and haven't said a goddamn word. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm generous, I'm patient, I'm going to give you 2 more days. I'm going to give you until the 17th of this month to say anything. And if you do not say anything, I am going to demand a refund and post a video on my YouTube channel telling everyone who watches it to never use your service. You read the title of the video, and you can see the date on which it was uploaded. So how do you think this played out? So basically, this video is being made as a PSA. If you are looking to buy computer parts from any distributor, I would recommend Newegg. Newegg is a very reputable distributor. Their whole deal is computer parts. If you can order from Newegg, do it. Almost everything else I have ordered was from Newegg, and I think two minor parts like I think it was my RAM and my fan were from Amazon. My GPU is the only part that I did not order from either Newegg or Amazon. I ordered it from Kwest, and strangely enough, it's the only part that didn't arrive within the time span of a month or so. Use Newegg. If that's not an option, try Amazon. Under no circumstances should anyone ever use Kwest.com to order anything, especially computer parts. This carrier, I'm almost positive, is not actually a carrier at all. At this point, I'm almost positive that Kwest.com is just a scam. They say, hey, we have these parts and we have them in stock and blah, 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 blah. And if you go to buy them, odds of you getting that thing are pretty fucking low. Because I searched on the internet, as one would do when you aren't getting any support emails back, minus the first one, trying to tide you over and wait just a little bit longer. So I searched the internet looking up to see if anyone has had any issues with Kwest. Oh well, would you look at that? The first few things I found were a ton of articles and thread posts asking if Kwest is legit because they haven't received their item in multiple months. Weird, that sounds familiar. It's almost like Kwest.com is a total fucking sham and no one should ever support it. That's weird. So with that in mind, PSA and update video. Update being, I don't have my GPU and I'm likely not getting it. Great. PSA being, never used Kwest.com under any circumstances. Ever. I am not currently in the financial situation to sue anyone, basically. However, if I were financially capable, or if someone else is financially capable and is in the same situation that I am in, where they ordered something from Kwest and they didn't get it and are left completely in silence about it, I would fully recommend suing Kwest.com for all that they're worth, because this is fucking disgusting. Even if they are an actual carrier, it is still disgusting that they expect their patrons to wait upwards of 5 fucking months for a single computer part to show up at their no, not even show up, to even be shipped from their location to its destination. That is fucking absurd. If I were capable and had the resources to sue Kwest.com, I absolutely fucking would. I would fucking sue them for fraud, because there is nothing, absolutely goddamn nothing, telling me that they even have the GPUs other than Kwest.com themselves. No one has received their GPU. You can look it up. Not a single person has confirmed getting their GPU from Kwest. So, basically, I've said this multiple times, but what I'm trying to do with this video is I'm trying to tell everyone to never use Kwest.com under any circumstances. If stupid scenario, but like if your grandma is dying and her life support, the monitor is about to die, so you don't know if she's dead or not, and you need to order a monitor fast, and the only place you can get it from is Kwest.com, don't even do it. Just let your just let your grandma die. Okay, maybe not that, but you get the idea. Just don't use Kwest.com, because this is fucking ridiculous. As you can imagine, I am extremely angry. Words cannot describe how angry I am. The actions and expression and whatnot probably could, but I'm not that person anymore. I don't, actively scream constantly. Usually it's a yell, which I've done before. I've raised my voice in this video, but I'm not a vocally angry person. I seethe, and oh boy, am I seething right now. I like to keep positivity. I like to keep positive vibes. Keeping the positive vibes for myself, however, is a rough task when the only thing keeping you from doing something you've been waiting to do for multiple years at this point is a piece of shit, dog shit fucking support, likely a scam carrier who disrespects you so much that they won't even give you more than a single written email. Yeah, as you can imagine, I'm pretty genuinely angry. There have been times where I get angry at like Dark Souls, and I'm like, ooh, fuck, and I'm really angry. And at that point, yeah, I probably am frustrated. But very few times has it been, very few times have I experienced myself being this genuinely furious. I don't like this feeling. I actively avoid it. It's a very negative feeling, and as I mentioned, I like to keep positive vibes. Even when I'm annoyed with something, someone is annoying me, or someone I don't like is, inserting themselves into a situation that I am in. I write that off, and I push it aside so I can keep the positive vibes so I don't ruin anyone's day. Kwest has ruined a lot of my days. A lot of them. Just because they are so unprofessional, or they are such shitty people that they actively scam people. People like me who have to rely on the financial support of others because they can't do it themselves to even try to fix their financial situation. So I would like to invite all the people who have supported my GoFundMe for my computer, have ever supported me on Patreon, have ever donated to me on Twitch, have ever subbed to me on Twitch. I want to invite everyone who has given me money in any sort of way at any point ever to come with me and actively shit on Kwest.com for being the disgusting slobs that they are. Any frustrations or disappointment you may have had of me not being able to upload videos, or thinking that your money has gone to waste because I'm not uploading anymore, direct all of that emotion at Kwest.com, because it is their fault that I am not able to record, I am not able to stream, and my computer, the only computer I have, is actively dying as I am recording this audio. I'm not even sure if this PC will be able to handle editing this audio into a video in Premiere. I've tried editing small videos before and it's just crashed, so I have no idea if this is even going to work. And all of this is Kwest.com's fault for not sending me a single part. One singular GPU is all I need to put all of this hardship with this piece of shit dying PC behind me. And they can't even give me that. They can't even give me a single part after I paid them $670 for a single part. Don't use Kwest.com. If you are frustrated with my inability to upload videos right now, I understand, but don't direct it at me. It is genuinely not my fault. Direct it at Kwest because it is their fault, as well as they deserve it. They deserve any flaming, any anger, any frustration, any insults they get, they deserve. And frankly, at this point, I'm not going to wish this on anyone, of course, because this is disgusting. It is disgusting to wish this upon someone. But if some tragedy were to happen at Kwest headquarters, quote unquote, whatever that tragedy may be, I'm just gonna casually walk past and whistle Dixie. Because I don't give a shit. They clearly didn't give a shit about me, so why the fuck would I give a shit about them? Anyway, now that I am done shitting on Kwest.com, at least for now, I would like to make the remainder of this video just saying, hey, I'm not getting my GPU and I don't have the money to buy another one. So, it sucks, but that's just how it is. I don't have the money to order a GPU, and there's no possible way I'm getting hired anywhere. So this is kind of my only chance. I don't know. I need money so I can order a different 2070 from an actual reputable source. So I must once again ask for your financial support. That's stupid, but that's how it is. This is my best option, so I once again humbly ask that if you have some money to throw around, maybe chuck it my way. My PayPal email is in the description. I'll make a video saying when I have the money for another GPU and when I order another GPU, and when that happens, no need to worry about sending me money anymore. But just if you have some money to throw around, all I ask is you think about sending it my way. If you don't have to, it's your money. You don't even have to worry about me. I'm just a voice on a screen. So yeah, it's pretty cool how after all this time, this is all culminated in the most frustrating and disappointing way possible. Yeah, a lot of things could have been avoided if Kwest wasn't just the terrible fucking service. Don't use them. Don't even think about it. It's ridiculous. I'm hoping at some point down the road I will be able to get the GPU for my PC, because it is legitimately the only part I'm missing. I don't have an OS for it, but you can get OSs super fucking easily. So I'm waiting to see if all of the parts even work before I worry about buying an OS for it. But other than the OS, the GPU is literally the only part I need left. So it's pretty frustrating that I can't even have that, it seems. Thanks for your time. I'm sorry it turned out this way. I still plan on doing YouTube. I just don't know when I'll be able to do it, especially now. I'm sorry this video is so long. I hope you watched until the end. If you did, maybe leave a comment. I don't know. I'm not gonna monetize this video because this isn't a video to be monetized. So honestly, comments don't even do anything, because what are recommended clicks going to get me if not ad revenue? The views, I guess. Publication spreads the word of Kwest.com being absolutely untrustworthy. So there's that at least. So either way, like the video, share it around to make sure that people know never to use Kwest, and I will see you, ideally, when I upload a video with hopefully a better message. Catch you on the flip.